Så prøver vi det bare det her igen. Så vi kan nå at færdiggøre hele historien i dag. Så.
Ravenclaw, over here!
Hello again, Imelda. This course is a bit far from the castle, isn't it?
Obviously. Evidently too far for most of our classmates. Pathetic. They should be begging me to keep these trials alive, not running scared. I'm surprised our new 5th year showed up. I suppose I appreciate the effort.
That's actually... thank you.
I know I can be impatient, but I get frustrated by those who don't take things as seriously as I do. And in my experience, that's everyone. Anyway, don't let it go to your head. Right then, enough chatter. I'm confident I've posted a time you won't be able to beat.
We'll soon see how I fare, won't we? I'm ready.
Get ready to lose, Ravenclaw.
That wasn't too difficult. Brilliant. This is going well. Now that's more like it! Brilliant flying, if I do say so myself. Brilliant. That wasn't too difficult. Oh! Oh! This is rather fun. That was quite something.
Impressive work today, but don't get too comfortable. I'll be on your heels in no time. My family's not going to believe the news when I tell them. They're almost as competitive as I am. Almost.
It's been fun competing against your records, Imelda.
It has been fun. Glad you're here. 5th year. Not bad for a Ravenclaw. You take care of yourself.
Accio! I should let Mr. Weeks know that this was his best upgrade yet.
how's my favourite test flyer? What are we looking for today? Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again.
Hello again, Mr. Weeks. I set a new record at the South course.
Fantastic! Your broom performed well then?
The best upgrade yet. It flew beautifully, incredibly nimble. But with the speeds it now reaches, I can feel the wind catching beneath the seat a bit, preventing it from reaching its full potential.
Of course! Should have anticipated that. Exactly the kind of report I've come to expect from you. At last, I think I know what needs to be done for my final upgrade.
I shall look forward to speaking again.
I'll be sure to send you an hour when I'm finished. Thank you again for your help. Couldn't have done this without you.
Good for Mr. Weeks. Mr. Weeks and I do make a good team.
Thinks you should be proud of all the potions you've brewed.
Okay. Hallo! Schön, dich zu sehen, Kasi.
Oh, good, you're safe.
Das geht dir gut. Schönen Tag hast.
There you are. You were in such a state when you left.
The poachers got to my gran. Someone recognized me in Horntail Hall and they got to her.
What do you mean? Is she all right?
She's fine, thank goodness. But they were at her house, our house. They assumed I'd sent the egg there. She said they took the whole place apart looking for it, screaming that we cost them everything.
I'm sorry, Poppy.
Ja.
I'm
Ja,
glad
ich hab
she's
immer
all
noch
right.
vom Story.
I don't think either one of us could have
Ich weiß, das
anticipated
hier ist eine
that.
kleine
I should have
Side-Story,
known.
aber
I underestimated the poachers.
ich wollte es mithaben.
And now another creature's in danger.
What do you mean?
The poachers refused to leave empty-handed, so they took valuable journals that Gran had discovered when she was researching rare creatures. One of them contained theories about a secret hiding place of the snidget, long thought to be extinct.
I take it you aren't going to let the poachers anywhere near the snidgets.
Gran wants me to stay out of it, but I know she's devastated that poachers might go after the snidgets, if they still exist. We had the element of surprise on our side when we saved that dragon, but the poachers will be watching for us now.
We need allies. Others who hate the poachers enough to help us, who value creatures as much as...
Merlin's beard! You're a genius! The centaurs! They'd want the snidgets protected at all costs.
Sounds as if we need to go and talk to the centaurs.
We'll need to be careful in how we approach them. Tensions with them are high. Still, I think they may be our only hope. Let me think on it. I'll let you know as soon as I have a plan.
Ah, Map Chamber. Ja, okay. Wow. Ah. Ja, okay. Hoffentlich ein bisschen besser jetzt. Sollte gern besser sein jetzt. Hoffentlich. Nee, hab keine Push-to-Talk an. Ah, okay.
Welcome back.
Falsch. Ich hier
Hello, Professor. I have news.
mal sehen.
The goblins are
Ob
looking for
besser
something.
ist.
Another repository. They've built drills to help with their search.
Most troubling.
Are these repositories like the broken container I found at Rookwood Castle?
They are. I fear we have no time to lose. Have a look at the map. Fortunately, the next trial is fairly nearby.
It's Hogwarts.
As you know, I was headmistress in my time. My portrait hangs in the headmaster's office. In fact, I witnessed Professor Black learn of your arrival. And I'll confess that I wondered about you.
Wait, is the next trial in the headmaster's office?
It is. I had hoped that when the time came, the occupant of that office would be of help to us. Unfortunately, this headmaster seems wildly unconcerned with anything but himself. You'll need to access the
Könnte
office
noch mehr,
while
okay.
he's away.
I understand. Very well. I'll find some way to get in.
Good. I shall meet you in my portrait there. Until then.
Mal sehen, ob das besser ist.
I'm truly awed by what we've accomplished. The final broom upgrade is better than even I expected. Stop by Spintwitches when you can. Oh, hello again. Couldn't have perfected the broom upgrades without your help. As always, I have a special prize for you. Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again.
Nein, ich hätte nicht genug Geld. Fehlte hier 400. Ja, okay. Gut. Das ist ja auch die Meinung. So, danke.
Couldn't agree more. Not to mention.
Revelio. Lumos.
Ich bin ganz sicher, dass es hier unten ist. Und wo ist es?
Revelio.
Ah. Da oben. Ja, da war es. Bin vorbeigerannt.
Lumos. Rennen.
I think I know how and where to approach the centaurs about protecting the snidgets. Meet me in the Forbidden Forest.
Professor Fig, the keepers have shown me where the next trial is.
Has something changed?
Lodgok and I have learned that the goblins are searching for another repository, like the one we saw at Rookwood Castle. And I discovered that they're building massive drills to help in their search. Professor Fitzgerald seemed very concerned.
I see. Ranrock clearly knows even more than we suspected.
And sir, there's something else. Lodgok knew Miriam.
He knew Miriam?
They encountered each other at Rookwood Castle. She was doing research. That's where she found the container with the portkey. He liked her so much that he let her leave with it, despite orders from Ranrock.
I don't know what to say. She could win over almost anyone. I want to hear more of this. And, in fact, I'd like to speak with Lodgok directly. But we've no time now. Where is the next trial?
Believe it or not, it's in the headmaster's office.
Incredible. Very well. You'll need the password to get past the stone gargoyle. The headmaster's house elf will know it.
I don't know the headmaster's house elf. Will he even speak to me? I imagine he's loyal to the headmaster.
He is. So you'll need a disguise. I have just the thing. A polyjuice potion. You'll look and sound like Professor Black.
Wait, doesn't polyjuice potion require a bit of the person you want to change into? And take ages to brew?
It does?
So how do you already have polyjuice potion to change into Professor Black?
One never knows when such a thing may come in handy. Let's just say I felt the need to be prepared for anything after my fruitless trip to the ministry on his behalf. Now, time is of the essence. Drink up and I shall explain more. How do you feel?
Incredible. I won't forget that taste anytime soon. How do I sound?
Convincing. I've taken the liberty of transfiguring your robes. As we discussed, you'll need the password from Scrope, who could be anywhere in the castle. You might look for Professor Kagawa. She's taken to badgering the poor elf about Quidditch in the hopes that he can convince Black to change his mind. Thus far, unsuccessfully.
I see. But what if Professor Black sees me?
Leave him to me. I shall tell him where to meet a liaison from the ministry in Hogsmeade. That should give you plenty of time.
Thank you, Professor. I suppose we'll meet again in the map chamber.
It's rather strange to hear gratitude coming from Professor Black. I'll see you there.
Now to find the headmaster's house elf.
Do you have a moment, Professor? Professor, I was hoping to catch you.
Places to be, Professor Sharp. Places to be.
Of course, sir. Only, you'd asked me about a particular potion, and I
did? I did, yes. Well, spit it out, Sharp. I don't have all day.
Probably best not to discuss it here, sir.
I assure you, Sharp, you may speak freely.
Very well. I've brewed the cure for boils you wanted. I can drop it by your office when it's convenient.
Of course, yes. No need for all the cloak and dagger. Simply have a student deliver it.
A student. Very well, sir, if you insist.
I do. And thank you, Sharp. I just hope you've brewed enough for all my boils.
Now, to determine which student gets...
Has anyone seen my ivory-handled hand mirror? Of course you haven't.
I thought I heard the headmaster approaching.
Greetings! I mean, out of my way, children.
Professor Black, how are you, sir?
I haven't time for any of you at the moment. None. None at all. Move aside.
Professor, a word? Professor Black, again, it is not too late to reconsider your decision regarding Quidditch. We could still have trials and a somewhat shortened season. It would be better than none at all.
But the injury, Madam Kagawa.
Professor, more than one student has taken a bludger to the head on our pitch. I dare say it knocked some sense into them. And they're fine now. The fact that it happened to be a pureblood, well, that's no reason to...
What nonsense! That you would trivialize the health of a student over a silly game.
A silly game? You are quite impossible sometimes. Sir, I've a good mind to write to the Department of Magical Games and Sports at the Ministry about you.
I should think you'd have better things to do with your time. Now, where's my elf?
Good day, Professor. And I spotted Scrope in the Great Hall. Seems to be avoiding me.
I wonder why. Good day, Madam Kagawa.
What did we do to deserve him as a...
You call that a shine on those boots? Do better! When I witness what passes for magic in these halls, I...
Professor, I need to speak to you. Hello, Professor Black.
Ah, Professor Weasley. How delightful to see you.
Sir?
Since I have you here, I wonder if I might, speak with you about Professor Fig.
Oh, very well.
I've decided to give him a bit more, leeway with his time.
Leeway, Professor? Are you sure that's wise? I confess I do worry for his students. He's rarely here as it is.
I realize that, and I'd like to keep it that way.
I see. But, sir, if I may, I am wary of how much time the new fifth year seems to be spending away from the castle, supposedly on Professor Fig's behalf. I've heard unsettling rumors of their escapades. Everything from sneaking into the Forbidden Forest to confronting Ranrock's loyalists and Rookwood's lot.
What? Goodness. You cannot believe everything you hear, Professor. No, you cannot. I mean, I shall keep an eye on Fig. You simply keep doing the wonderful job that you're doing. Simply wonderful.
Thank you. But I'm happy to look into...
Good. That'll be all, Weasley. I mean, Professor Weasley. Good day.
A wonderful job. Leeway for Professor Fig?
That ought to give Professor Fig some breathing room.
Professor Black is happy with Scrope's performance as his house elf.
Scrope!
Oh, greetings, Master.
Remind me of the password to my office.
Oh, but Master made Scrope swear never to tell anyone, even Master himself.
How dare you question me? I've a mind to give you a matching set of ears.
Yes, sir. Of course, sir. Scrope begs forgiveness. It is the Black family motto, Master.
Right. Of course.
Master does remember it.
It's pure bloods forever, isn't it?
Close, Master. Scrope thinks Master is indeed testing Scrope. It is always pure.
Obviously.
And, of course, as Master knows, in French.
Yes, of course. I order you to pronounce it for me.
Oh, but Master knows that Scrope's French is most pitiful. Oh, very well. Toujours pur.
Ha! Thank you. Never speak of this conversation with me or anyone else.
Of course, sir. Scrope shall try his best to keep out of Master's way.
The polyjuice potion's wearing off. I best get out of sight. Made it just in time. It's wearing off.
Fig was right. I can't believe it worked. Now to speak the password to the gargoyle. Revelio. Revelio. The gargoyle. That's where I need to speak the password. Toujours pure. Revelio. I wonder if all the elite wizarding families have a motto. Revelio.
It's good to see you.
All thanks to Professor Fig's quick thinking. Now what?
Approach the pedestal in the antechamber and read the book that appears.
I suspect there will be more to this than reading a book.
Your suspicions are correct. We shall speak when you are finished.
Has this been under the headmaster's nose all this time? Revelio. That must be the pedestal. Where am I? Professor Fitzgerald? Can you hear me?
I am here. In this place, you may call me Neve. You shall be witness to a fable. Pay attention. Things are not always as they seem. You must move swiftly and cautiously. Use the tools you encounter to find me. The first you will need is a cloak. In this place, as in life, death takes many forms. Avoid each of them at all costs.
I should have run when I could. I'd be free by now.
best move while I can. Neve must be here somewhere. I need to time this just right. I see a staircase straight ahead. Ladder. Perhaps they won't be able to find me if I go up there. They're gone. For now. I need to get out of here. Where could Neve be? Too many. I must cross this road as fast as I can. That's where I need to go, but I need to find a way past them.
Mist. Yes. Lord. Shit.
This is my chance. I'm coming, Neve. Too many. I must cross this road as fast as I can. That's where I need to go, but I need to find a way past them.
Yeah.
Nothing this way, but more danger. There must be another way to find you. I need to turn back. There's no getting past them that way. That doorway looks like the only thing. Closed tight. No way but forward, I suppose. Now's my chance.
Whew.
That's the way forward. Be? I think I'm invisible. They can't see me at all. I can get closer to them. This is the way forward. Finally free. Now where are you, Neve?
You have outrun death thus far, but have yet to find me. Keep searching, but this time you will be unable to hide. Wield the wand you see before you. Do not squander its extraordinary power.
Okay. Ah! Das ist die gleiche Zauberstab wie Dumbledore bekommt.
I've never felt such power.
Ein von den drei
Depulsor. Bombarda.
Ja.
Depulsor. Potato. Depulsor. Depulsor. Descendo. Defendo. Depulsor. Descendo. Defendo. Potato. Depulsor. Defendo. Depulsor. Descendo. Defendo. Bombarda. Potato. Depulsor. Descendo. Descendo. Stupid. Bombarda. Descendo. Defendo. Depulsor. Depulsor. Descendo. Descendo. Bombarda. Revelio. Defendo. Bombarda. Depulsor. Potato. Depulsor. Bombarda. Defendo. Stupid.
Bombarder. Bombarder. Descender. Defender. Descender. Depulsor. Descender. Defender. Bombarder. Depulsor. Bombarder.
Ja, magisk quasi. Das mag ich. Das war ein bisschen wild gerade.
A simple stone. This must be for me.
You are far from finished.
Pass through the mourners ahead. Nothing.
I can't believe she's dead.
Oh, poor Neve. God's sake.
Neve. May her memory be a treasure to us forever.
You found me, but you cannot undo what has been done. The magic of the stone can only conjure a shadow of my former self. But there is no light without shadow, as there is no shadow without light. Simply because you can eliminate darkness does not always mean that you should. Remember that as you witness my memory.
Isadora, what you did for your father was remarkable.
Well, wasn't it? And Percival needn't worry about the strands of emotion or the traces that this magic leaves. I found a way to contain all of it.
You haven't stopped.
Goblin Silver.
You spoke to a goblin about this.
Don't worry, he has no idea what we're containing.
We don't know what effect any of this may have. The emotions, the dark traits.
You sound like Percival. And as it happens, I do know. It is a source of strength, of focus. Somehow it enhances my ability to wield magic.
I don't follow, Isadora.
I think we can harness it.
Power like this is not to be toyed with. In the wrong hands,
You saw what I did for my father. Oh, Neve, imagine the good we could do. Everyone is in some kind of pain.
What are you doing?
Breathe it in. Can you feel it?
Oh, Isadora. This must stop. All of it.
You've kept this power to yourselves for so long because you fear it. I choose to embrace it.
Revelio.
Is it true? Has someone completed the first 3 trials?
It is, and I have.
But you are so...
Young? I know. You must be Professor Bakar.
I am.
Pleased to meet you. The pensive memory I just witnessed, was Isadora inhaling painful emotions?
She was.
I found it disturbing. But how did she gain power from it? How did she harness it?
It was disturbing. Although, I wonder that you are asking about her power. I hesitate to reveal the location of my pensive to someone who, perhaps, has yet to understand the responsibility of power.
I can assure you, Professor, I do. In fact, what you don't yet know is that a dangerous goblin called Ranrock has accessed the repository at Rookwood Castle. He has learned to harness the contents of it as a source of immense power. He plans to use that power against wizardkind. We have no time to waste.
I see. Nonetheless, the knowledge you shall gain after you witness my memories is too valuable to share without further consideration. I shall require time to confer with the other keepers.
It seems we have no choice but to wait, frustrating as it is. I heard what you told Professor Bakar. Isadora was inhaling emotions to gain power?
She was. And she pulled emotions, as she did from her father, from Professor Fitzgerald, without permission.
Monstrous.
What's more, she said that she found a way to store the traces of magic she extracted in goblin silver.
The repositories?
Possibly. There's something I didn't get a chance to tell you earlier. Ranrock has been digging at locations tied to the 5 names he found in the journals of a goblin metalworker named Bragball.
5 names? The Keepers, and who else? Isadora Morganac?
Precisely. That's how he's been one step ahead of us. Gringotts, the Tower, Rookwood Castle.
If the Keepers won't tell you where the next trial is yet, I say we at least maintain a watch on Ranrock. Perhaps he'll lead us to more information.
Perhaps. I hope to hear from Lodgok soon. I haven't heard anything since I learned of the drills. Oh, and as you've probably guessed by now, your polyjuice plan worked like a charm.
I knew it would. I may have done too good a job distracting Black. I had no idea he can't hold his fire whiskey.
I shouldn't have reacted so bitterly about your goblin friend. I apologize. I hope we can finish what we started with the triptych. Please meet me at the southern coast. We can search for the final canvas piece.
I can do this. I can do this. They will want to help.
Is this where we're meeting the centaurs?
Well, they don't exactly know we're coming, so it's less of a meeting and more of a surprise, I suppose.
I'm not sure about this. I can't imagine they're fond of being surprised.
We don't have a choice if we want to help the Snidgets. Perhaps they'll be able to tell that we're sincere. There's something about them that's so knowing. It's almost unnerving.
I suppose they are known for having an air of omniscience.
That's exactly the right word. I just... never mind.
What is it?
It's nothing, truly. We've no secrets to hide.
That's right. We'll simply be honest with them about what we're trying to do. They'll have to help us, won't they?
Yes, of course. You're absolutely right. We'll meet with them, tell them about the Snidgets, and I'm sure to all be fine.
What do you think you're doing here, humans?
Please! We were hoping to speak with you.
Ah! I suppose you'd like a tale for your friends of the time you spoke to a centaur, and it spoke back.
No, never! We're here because we need your help.
Enough! You made a grave error in judgment in coming here, little witch.
Leave them be, Alec. We do not harm the young. It is not our way.
You forget your place, old fool. I'm the leader of this herd, and while you cling to our way, their kind continues to slaughter beasts like us without a care!
From what I can see, they have slaughtered no one. They will leave here unharmed.
Hey, Nikolaj, ja. Det gør jeg.
Mark my words,
Hogwarts Legacy.
If I ever see them
Og
again,
velkommen til. Håber du har en
it
god
will
dag.
be all 3 of your heads.
Jeg har også haft streamet op flere
Foolish
gange nu.
children. Do you know what happens to wizards who wander here? Now, follow me before
Golden snidgets are still alive, and the poachers are after them. They know that the key to finding them lies in the moonlight, but they don't know what that means, yet. Please, help us find the snidgets before the poachers do.
Could it be? In the south, there is a cave within which lies what the poachers seek. A moonstone. Retrieve it and place it in the henge in the forest. I, on the other hand, must go speak with the herd. Find me after you have done this.
I don't understand. So the moonlight mentioned in the journal doesn't refer to actual moonlight, but to a moonstone. What do moonstones have to do with snidgets? And why was he so certain about where
Godt, du
we
i hvert
could
fald
find
så kommer ind til noget, du har det bedre med i hvert fald.
I don't know, but I am inclined to believe him, what with his being a centaur and all.
I am too. It is a shame how quickly he left. What was his name? Doran.
That's what the leader of the herd called him.
Well, if Doran knows something we don't, I'd rather act now and ask questions later. I can head to the library and start looking into the cave he mentioned. I'll let you know what I find.
Men det lyder da også, at det var lidt en ubehagelig oplevelse.
Revelio.
Ingen. Mums. Den har vi også nu. Mange ting. Der er både skolegangen, der er...
Revelio.
Ja. Teknisk set redde hele menneskeheden fra den onde goblin.
I'm ready to do what's needed to
mange
take Harlow
ting. Så har man
down.
også et rum, man kan
I know you have a plan.
We must gather information from the friends of Mr. Bickle that Archie and Mrs. Bickle mentioned. Agabus Filbert, Otto Dibble, and Mr. and Mrs. Rabe.
All right.
I suggest that you speak with each of them while I head to the Hog's Head. I saw some Ashwinders heading there. And as my mother would never go near the Hog's Head, she is less likely to learn of my activities than if I were to wander the village questioning its residents.
Very well. I'll speak with them, see what I can learn.
I knew I could rely on you. We need to know how they are being blackmailed by Rookwood and Harlow. Meet me here after you have spoken with them. Hopefully, by the time you return, I will be able to move a bit more freely.
You'll not cast
Mrs. Rabe should be nearby.
Oh, Isco, what have I done?
Mrs. Rabe, I wondered if I might speak with you about Theophilus Harlow. I'm a friend of the Bickles and I'm trying to gather evidence against them.
Poor Joanna and little Archie. And now Harlow has taken my darling Isco.
What do you mean? Why?
I'm a security guard at Gringotts, and my husband is a curse breaker for them. Harlow approached me about helping him extort my colleagues into giving him treasures from the vaults.
And you declined?
Of course I declined. Repeatedly. I thought they'd given up, until I came home one night and found my husband gone, and a note affixed to my door with a knife. The note stated that I only had a few days to reconsider helping with some banking needs, and that my husband would appreciate it if I acted quickly. But the help Harlow wants is help that I cannot give, and my dearest Isco is paying the price.
Are you sure the note means that your husband was kidnapped?
What else could it possibly mean? Besides, I came home to find that someone had trampled the daisies in our garden. It may sound silly, but those were Isco's pride and joy. He would never have let that happen.
Thank you, Mrs. Rabe. Knowing the lengths that Harlow will go to is helpful, albeit more than disturbing.
Mr. Bickle was trying to help us, but now he's gone. I don't know what to do.
I shall do all I can to get evidence against Harlow, Mrs. Rabe.
Very well. Here's the note I received. You must be careful as well. Please don't put yourself in danger.
Men til gengæld har jeg altså her for nylig været til MR-scanning og venter på svar.
Some evidence worth hanging on to.
Thank you. I hope it's not too late.
Now, to find Mr. Bickle's other two friends. Otto Dibble works at Gladrags. I should check that.
Please tell me you didn't take it.
Mr. Dibble, may I speak with you? It's about Theophilus Harlow.
I've nothing to say about him. May I interest you in a stunning cravat today?
Please, sir, I'd like to help. I spoke to Mrs. Bickle.
You know the Bickles? All right. But we must be discreet. Can't have Mr. Hill hearing this.
I know Mr. Hill. He was kind to me the day of the troll attack.
Oh, he's a good man. But even he wouldn't understand about Harlow. It started a few weeks ago. I was distracted, reading a note, when you-know-who came into the shop. I hid the note behind the counter and offered to help him. He stared at me for a moment, then asked me to check on an order he'd placed. I went into the storeroom to check on what turned out to be a non-existent order. When I returned, he was holding the note.
What was in the note?
It was a note from Rosie Hill, Mr. Hill's daughter. You see, we've been, well, secretly engaged these past 6 months. We haven't told Mr. Hill yet. I dare say he has higher hopes for her. Harlow advised me in no uncertain terms that my relationship with Rosie, not to mention my employment here, depended upon my cooperation.
What did he ask you to do?
It all happened so quickly. In an instant, he took a very expensive scarf from the counter, pocketed it, and smiled. He said, "Your secret is safe as long as I can supply my lady friend with delightful items like this every so often." I've been able to cover for his requests until now with some creative bookkeeping, but I can't keep it out for much longer. I'm terrified to say anything. I could never live without Rosie.
Thank you for telling me. I'm gathering evidence to take Harlow down.
I would love nothing more than to see him rotting in Azkaban, but be careful. He's an awful man and incredibly dangerous. As for Rosie's letter, should you happen upon it, I have committed it to memory. You may destroy it immediately.
Understood.
Now hurry off before Mr. Hill returns.
We're on the right track. Now to find the last of Mr. Bickle's friends. Agabus Filbert must be around here somewhere.
Hello there.
Excuse me, Mr. Filbert. I wondered if I might speak with you about your dealings with Theophilus Harlow. I hope to ease Mrs. Bickle's mind by gathering evidence against him.
Tragic, what happened to Bickle. He wanted me to speak out against Harlow for an act of violence committed against me. But I feared Harlow's retaliation, and so I refused.
If you had spoken out against him as Mr. Bickle asked, perhaps Harlow would be locked away by now.
Perhaps. But perhaps I would have suffered a similar fate.
You said that Harlow committed an act of violence against you. Could you tell me what happened?
Before my extraordinary wife, Dulcibella, passed away, she had just completed a small book of poetry. As a surprise for her birthday, one she never had the chance to celebrate, I had the book beautifully bound and plated in gold. One day, Harlow came calling to punish me for having spoken out against the Neanderthals that comprise Rookwood's lot. Before I knew it, I'd been petrified, and Harlow was rifling through my home. He found the book of poetry, with its exquisite gold plating. I watched helplessly, lying there in my entranceway as he walked away with the book, laughing as he went. I was shaken to my core. Still am, to be honest.
I imagine you fear Harlow retaliating again, but do you mind if I share this information with Officer Singer?
I suppose I have no choice. This extortion can't go on forever. You can pass it on to anyone who may be willing to help. Harlow does not like people talking, as you already know.
I've spoken with Mr. Bickle's friends. Now to find Natty. It's not like Natty to be late. She said she was going to the Hog's Head. Perhaps I'll find her there.
Altså, tilbage. Oh my god.
Natty must be around here somewhere. Revelio.
Det er også. Okay, så ja, der, og så er vi på den anden professors
Natty's wand. She can cast without it. She wanted me to find this. She's in trouble. Revelio will show me where she was taken. Revelio. The footprints led to this
Ja,
one.
det gør han jo nogle gange.
There must be another way forward.
Kommer han ikke her på YouTube, så kommer han ind på Twitch. Jeg streamer jo begge steder.
A hidden door. Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly. I'd better be sure I'm not seen.
I går der streamede, der lavede jeg sgu lidt assassin på den her måde her.
Revelio.
Just keep an eye out.
Brave? I say we know who to leave at home minding the oven.
When we're done here, I'm going straight to the hogshead. Or perhaps I'll just go now.
Revelio. Petrificus totalis. The book of poems that was taken from Agabus Filbert. He'll be thrilled to have this back.
I've never been afraid of the dark, nor doing dark things.
Hehe.
Petrificus totalis. Potato.
Will you hold still?
Expulso. Potato. Defender. Bombarda. Glacius. Defender.
How does that feel?
Defender.
Pay for your heat.
Glacius. Arresto momentum. Confringo. Revelio.
Det er ærgerligt, at jeg lige blev opdaget. Det kunne ellers have været fedt at lige så rundt om dem alle sammen og tage dem alle sammen en efter en.
Hey.
And she.
Glupendo. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Descendo. Revelio.
Ja, men der findes mange mærkelige mennesker, men okay, hvis han er lidt psykisk syg, så kan det jo godt være, at
Revelio.
det er derfor.
We should speak to her again. Perhaps she'll tell us where we can find that friend of hers.
She's determined to say nothing. The boss will deal with her when he arrives. The girl's friend won't come looking for her. Too dangerous.
Petrificus totalis. Bombarda. Bold places. Defendo. Rependo. Confringo. Expelliarmus.
Try.
Accio. Descendo. Leviosa. Expelliarmus. Glacier. Defendo.
Det er som om, de har ikke en chance. Jeg klarer mig for godt her. Ja, jeg forstod godt, ja. Men når den ikke rigtig har noget, altså.
Revelio.
Men det er stadigvæk ubehageligt. Det kan jeg da godt forstå, du synes i hvert fald. Fik et Hogwarts quest, hedder det. Perfekt. Det skal jeg have i mit rum. Og så er der trapper ned. Hvordan kommer jeg så derover? Er der trapper på den modsatte side så? Nej, sådan her nedad. Ikke der.
Revelio.
Lad os se. Nå, det er også op til det.
Otto Dibble's love letter from Rosie. He wanted me to destroy this if I found it. Revelio.
Ja, det må være et eller andet. Nej.
Natty must be here somewhere. Revelio. Mr. Rabe, Daisy told me you'd been abducted.
You spoke with my wife. How is she?
Worried about you. Are you all right?
I am all right.
Det kan man, ja.
Thank you for coming.
Sagtens tro det,
These locks are cursed. And there's an anti-apparition jinx on the cells. Even Natty's skill with wandless magic cannot free us. I need you to find my wand.
Use mine. We'll find yours together once you're out of there.
I need my wand for this. Using one with which I have no connection may not work as well or as quickly, and we cannot risk detection.
I shall do my best. Any idea where it might be?
It's nearby. I can sense it.
Understood. I'll find it.
Your friend Natty was not able to summon her. If any luck with my wand? Please, you must find it.
Kan jeg ikke give hende den hendes så? Nå.
Revelio. Mr. Rabe's wand could be in there. If not, Mr. Rabe's wand. He'll be glad to have this back. Mr. Rabe, I found your wand.
Well done. I knew it was nearby. Now, you best stand back. One never knows how a curse will react to being broken.
Thank you, Mr. Isco.
My pleasure. And thank you, my friend. We owe our lives to your bravery. I may be too weak to disapparate with you both, but I can try.
You go ahead. Find Officer Singer. We will get out of here on our own.
Very well. But be careful. Thank you, my young friends.
Be prepared for a fight. These Ashwinders must pay. I understand.
Revelio. Revelio.
Så kommer bare trappen ned der til...
Lumos.
Den der her. Den kan jeg komme igennem. Okay.
Oh, likely. Be as a shadow. Let's find Officer Singer and put an end to Harlow once and for all.
Natsai Onai. I should have known. And you, the troll dispatcher. Oh, thank goodness the two of you are safe. Isco Rabe told me a couple of students had rescued him. Should have known it was you two.
Is Mr. Rabe all right?
He is. I sent him home to his wife. Miss Onai, your mother will not be pleased to learn that you're still risking your safety pursuing these dangerous men.
Actually, Officer Singer, Natty and I learned of several Hogsmeade residents who've had their lives threatened by the Ashwinders. In addition to abducting Mr. Rabe, to blackmail his wife and Natty, Rookwood and Harlow have also extorted Agabus Filbert and Otto Dibble.
I will look into all of that. As for the two of you, I appreciate what you're trying to do.
Okay.
But you are taking great risk. Next time, please let the authorities handle the Ashwinders.
Ja, det er helt i orden.
With all due respect, officer, the authorities haven't done much about any of this.
There's more to taking down an organization like the Ashwinders than simply storming in and hauling them off based on a few accusations. I must insist that you leave them to us. We shall have no further discussion on this. Natsai, you may wish to speak with your mother about this before I do.
My mother will not like this. Thank you again for rescuing me. We shall speak soon.
Mine now,
Vi skal
demi
også have
guys.
noget at spise her. Og her er der også en demi guys. Husk de 3 forskellige steder.
Thank you again for delivering those potions to Madame Long. Saved me a lot of time and trouble. I hope to see you again. Farewell for now.
Ja, nu skal vi gå først. Nej, for jamen, så kommer den der ud.
You're back. Nice to see you again. I truly enjoyed working with you. Thank you for believing in me.
Igen, hvad det hedder. Jeg kommer lige til at være AFK, men jeg sætter nogle billeder på til at køre. Jeg sætter, det kommer fordi jeg sætter pauseskærmen på. Jeg skulle bare lige hurtigt ind og ja, have fundet ud af det her. Den der. Så inden jeg fortsætter, så som sagt, så kommer der lige en pauseskærm op her. Så har jeg lidt billeder at kigge på. Ja. Jeg takker, og vi ses, når jeg kommer tilbage. Så er jeg her igen. Nikolaj, måske. Det ved jeg først i morgen, om jeg også gør i morgen eller ej. Altså, jeg livestreamede i hvert fald også i går. Og jeg har weekend lige nu. Så det er et godt spørgsmål. Nå, nu skal vi lige have den tilbage på den skærm der. Sådan der. Nå. Det var den der, vi var i gang med. Ja, det er snak, fordi det var sådan, det var.
Deke has some exciting news to share.
Hello, Deke. Professor Weasley said you had an idea.
Indeed, Deke does. Deke knows that you want to learn about all sorts of beasts, and Deke recently heard rumors of a phoenix nest in a nearby mountain.
A phoenix nest? I wonder if it belongs to the phoenix gnat he mentioned. The one Harlow and the poacher pack are after.
Deke would not doubt it. If Deke has heard of it, surely the nasty poachers have as well, which means it could be in danger.
Well, I'd better go and rescue it then, hadn't I?
Deke thinks so. So majestic a beast should not fall into such vile hands. Deke is not sure why, but Deke feels that saving a phoenix might help to make amends for what happened with Deke's prior master. Deke hopes that you are able to find the phoenix and bring it to the room where it will be safe.
Hvilken grotte? Det er helt hernede. Okay, det er helt derovre omkring. Det er derovre omkring. Så flyver vi da bare dertil. Så er vi da endnu hurtigere.
Perhaps not the best place to be caught alone. Revelio.
Confringo! Protego! You will pay for that. Confringo! Incendio!
Accio. Leviosa. Descendo.
Incendio!
Oh, it's actually quite beautiful.
Incendio! Protego. Expelliarmus. Accio. Descendo. Leviosa.
Admirable trick. I will not be cast about! Avoid it. Protego!
Leviosa. Accio. Descendo. Revelio. Accio. Descendo. Confringo. Arresto momentum. Depulso. Expelliarmus. Defender. Flipendo. Bombarder. Glacius. Defender. Bombarder. Glacier. Defender. Incendio. Confringo. Protego. Depulso.
You are the talk of the school since you saved...
Hvad var hun ude at sige? Det var jeg ude at sige. Ja nok.
A blockade. Rookwood's poachers are already here.
Vi skal have reddet den Phoenix der. Phoenix, det er jo engelsk.
Revelio. Incendio. Depulso.
Jo, det... Jeg svarede til det. Bare at det er en mulighed, men jeg kan ikke sige det 100%. Altså, jeg var live i går også jo. Og så bare lige, så du ved det, så staves. Det er ikke ligesom du skriver der, fordi det du skriver der, det er bare et navn. Live, det, bare så du ved det, så staves det L-I-V-E.
Incendio.
Det var bare for at være venlig, så du ved det fremover. Men ja, det kan tænkes.
Confringo. Incendio. Depulso. Arresto momentum. Revelio. Incendio. Revelio.
En status skal vi også. Nå, det er også land andet eskoft. Nå, det må vi gøre, når vi kommer tilbage til det der rum der. Shit ass. Og jeg var se. Altså, nu var det jo planlagt til klokken 8, men nu har vi ikke lige tænkt over det der med, at vi også lige skulle have noget at spise. Måske en eller... Altså måske den her så en opgave mere, eller et eller andet i den stil.
Just imagine the whole blooming bird.
Expelliarmus.
Oh, should have stayed at the castle.
Okay.
Ah, but a purse made of Mr. Skin. That fetches a few gallons.
I tell you this. I heard something.
The beasts around here. Revelio. Revelio. Incendio. Revelio. Incendio. Confringo. Protego. Incendio. Confringo.
Det kan være, det er en fantasi. Det kan også være, at han har været i herren på et tidspunkt, og med krig, og så fået PTSD, tror jeg det var, det hed, eller et eller andet i den stil. Og hvis han så ikke har fået taget sin medicin og sådan noget, og så opleve den, der minder ham direkte om at være i det der sted der. Nej, det er ikke et Harry Potter-spil. Fordi det her, det foregår lang tid. Vi snakker flere hundrede år før Harry Potter. Nej, ikke flere hundrede år, det er forkert. Det er før Harry Potter. Så vidt jeg har hørt, så ved slutningen af spillet her, det er så der, man møder Dumbledore som barn, når han begynder på Hogwarts. Så det er før Harry Potter, det her. Så det er ikke et Harry Potter-spil. Men det er fra det samme univers. Det er fra Harry Potter-universet. Det er også fra før Voldemort dræber Harrys forældre, fordi de er jo heller ikke til stede på det tidspunkt. Men ja, det er godt lavet, det er fantastisk lavet, det her.
Revelio. More poachers. How many are there? Petrificus totalis.
Not especially.
Bombarda.
I prefer this form. Back to you.
Revelio. Phoenix.
Ja, Phoenix.
It almost seems as if it wants me to follow it. I need to find it before the poachers do. Revelio.
Confringo!
Confringo!
Leviosa!
Well,
Accio! Descendo! Expelliarmus!
Confringo!
Protego!
Åh. Så faldt man sgu lige ned. Så faldt man sgu lige ned, fordi man var for tæt på kanten. Det er sådan lidt hovsa.
Accio! Descendo! Revelio! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Levioso! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Descendo! Revelio! Revelio. There it is again.
Skal der et eller andet, eller er der en anden vej? Det er gode spørgsmål her. Er der den her vej ned?
Capolso! Incendio!
Starter man en forkert knap. Så fik man bare sådan noget der. Nå. Det giver vel også lidt penge.
Revelio.
Ja. Det skulle godt, det er blevet mindre.
Incendio. Revelio.
Den skal man da i hvert fald ikke hoppe ned. Så det var det eneste, der var lige her. Det er sådan der. Gud.
Incendio. Confringo. Protego. Capolso. Arresto momentum. Revelio.
Incendio.
Og det bliver været lidt tættere. Ja.
Revelio.
Ja, det lugter af boss fight, skulle jeg til at sige. Op.
Protego. Stupid. That's the best you can do. Arresto momentum.
You after the coldest
Repulsor. Incendio. Stupid.
Stop messing around like a bellywig!
Protego. Incendio. Arresto. I can do this.
Rammer en forkert knap.
Incendio.
You'll have to fight eventually. No. No! Go too hard.
Og rammer lidt flere knapper på en gang, så det kan ikke.
Defender. Defender. Bombarder. Levioso.
How's the view?
Levioso. Accio. Descender.
Mind yourself. Levioso.
Levioso.
Would you like me to put you down?
Rammer jeg 2 knapper på en gang, så tager det forkerte.
Accio. Levioso. Descender. Accio. Bombarder. Glacius. Defender. That was for high wing. Revelio.
Jeg hader, når jeg rammer 2 knapper på en gang. Jeg synes, jeg sker rimelig tit. Det er bare de der...
Compulsor.
Ja, det skal vi.
Hello. I'm here to help. I can take you somewhere safe.
Ja, jeg har ikke... det skal jeg lige huske at... tage den på den der.
Accio.
Så lige huske at have den på den der.
It seems happy to come with me. I wonder if it could travel in the now. Let's get you back to the room. Deke's going to be pleased. Revelio.
Lige sæt den der tilbage. Ja, det var dig. Kan vi ikke bruge dem? Nå. Vi kan ikke fast travel lige nu. Okay. Hurtig rejse, det hedder på dansk.
This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful.
Jeg ved ikke, om man kan kalde det. Det betyder egentlig bare, at man har det skidt psykisk.
Accio.
Wow.
Confringo. Glacius. Defender. Bombarder. Glacius. Protego. Defender.
Den rækkede ikke hurtigt nok.
Glacius. Defender.
Tak.
Defender. Revelio.
Så er det spændende, om man kan få lov. Oh.
Incendio.
Ja. Men så er det spændende, om man kan få lov til at... Det kunne man godt. Fedt.
Did you find the phoenix?
Yes, Deke. And I rescued it from the poachers.
Men det kan også bare
I
være,
have
at
it
du
here.
skal få dig
Safe.
en... Find dig en metode, der gør,
What are you waiting for? Deke cannot wait to...
Og så find dig en, der bare gør dig lykkelig.
My heavens.
Kom der endelig en til.
What a beauty. You keep it close. Professor Weasley and Deke were right to tell you about the Room of Requirement. Look at all you've done, and how many beasts you've rescued. A phoenix is safe now, because of you.
I couldn't have done it without your help, Deke. Thank you.
Deke is grateful for the kind words, and also grateful to have been of assistance to someone like yourself. Helping you do such good for so many beasts has given Deke a sense of peace Deke hasn't known in years. Deke will always be here for you when you need him.
Dårligere end den her. Den har vi slet ikke fået. Den har vi på. Den 2, kan jeg se. Så den vil have på plads til. Der. Det skal jeg lige opgradere. Der, bum, opgradering til. Bum. Opgraderet. Den har også glemt at gøre det ved den træer, kan jeg se. Det ved jeg nu ikke. sammenhæng der. Vi skal se, hvad det... Nu skal jeg lige have styr på, hvor de alle sammen er henne. Her ser det sådan der. Okay. Det er rigtigt, de havde fået ungen her. Hvor den sidder, den der lille brick.
Dick thinks you should be proud of all the potion brewed.
Jeg vil ikke se autisme har... hvad det hedder... Det der med social angst, du skriver om, det er vist noget andet end det, der er med autisme. Nå, er det rigtigt, de har også fået nummer. Den har ikke spist endnu, den har ikke spist. Den mangler... Den mangler også spise. Jeg har lidt mange ting. Jeg vil også tænke, at sådan nogle tanker har med, at man er for deprimeret. Man kan godt få sådan nogle tanker, når man er meget deprimeret. Det er også derfor, jeg siger, at du skal finde dig noget, der kan hjælpe dig med at tænke på noget andet, ikke? Og holde alle de der tanker væk. Noget, der får dig til at have det godt. Og så find dig en, der bare gør dig lykkelig. Det er derfor, jeg er lidt gal af de råd der. er du så... Der er en baby. Nå. Så lad os se. Så er det her, hvor den fløj ind. Det er altså også bare virkelig flot. Men vi skal lige have lavet lidt om herinde. Den kan selvfølgelig ikke have Breeze, den kan man kun få en af. Det kunne være, at man skulle tage de der skiltene der og smide herind. Unicorn, okay. Nu er der ikke noget til... Ja, der ser ikke noget det. Det kan være, at vi så skal tage den der... Nå, det er der. Jeg tænkte lige, hvor delen kommer man ud af den. Eller tilbage til... Videre.
There. I'm not going to hurt you.
Og så tror jeg, flytter de her to herind. Yep. Og så kan vi lige flytte den tilbage. Og den er i gang med at spise. Der må vi lige vente til den er færdig med det. Så kommer den hen og skal spise. Sådan der. Man kan ikke ændre på det nu. Okay. Man kan sidde på hver en bænk der. Der er læg. Situationen, hvis enhjørningen har brug for det. God idé.
Deke thinks you've made marvelous improvements here.
Jeg skal lige se herover. Den havde vi der, og den har vi. Den der har vi, den der, den der. Nu vil sige 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay. Og den nede i midten, den er derovre. Lige som jeg har det, og den der har vi. Hofken, er det den? Toget der. Den er der. Og ulen er der. Ule der. Og nu klikker jeg forkert knap. Ule der. Ule der. Det er der. Den der er der. Den er der. Den der derovre. Men så er det den, der vi mangler. Nej, der er derovre. Hvis der selvfølgelig er plads til dig. Så gør vi ikke det. Så flytter vi Så flytter vi dig der i stedet for derovre. Eller hvad? Nå, den må måske ikke så tæt på. Hvis vi så tager ulden der. Derovre. Den der, den der, de der derovre og den der der. Og den der side, og så den der derovre. Og så igen, så skulle de være imod vise spejl. Nå. Og så havde jeg fået et eller andet. Om det var der, eller om det var det andet sted, den ser ikke ud til at være herovre. På den der side, så det er nok en af dem deroppe. Okay. Ravenclaw. Og så der Hogwarts Rest. Nice. Ja, hvis vi så fjerner det spejl der. Der er så ikke noget spejl herover, så hvis vi fjerner den der og den der, og så flytter vi den der derop. Så var det så der hang det. Nej, derovre i stedet for. Der har lige været et spejl der, så du kan godt hænge der. Oh my god. Så det er der. Når der er så meget plads, og der før hang et spejl her. Der er stort set fordi så meget. Den lander til den her. Okay, så gør vi noget andet. Se om det er nok. man sige, den er optaget, den plads her. Det er den jo ikke. Er det den der siger opgør pladsen optaget? Men seriøst? Og vi er der bare igen nu. Hvad snakker den om? Den viser ikke engang, hvad det er, der skulle gøre, hvad den er. Hvor er vi igen nu? Det er der jo ikke. Nu har jeg ekstra gjort helt det der stykke fri, og så siger den stadigvæk det der. Det vil den lige pludselig gerne. Men hvad? Var det ikke fået lov til. Det var... også til den der Phoenix, der var her. Sådan der. Godt så. Så der er 2 forskellige her med Sebastian. Dem der. Det gør, jeg kommer i tanke om. Der var en på hans kontor. Hvor fanden var han nu henne? Nej. Ikke der. Det var heller ikke der. Var det heller ikke. Ah, fair nok. Det var sent i orden.
Mine now, demi-guys.
Og så skal jeg lige huske, så var der 2 mere. Det ene sted var hvor